Hi guys, this is Chris Porter with uSuckAtPhotography.com, and I'm here, sitting here with
Shay.
with Shay, and Shay is a student at one of the colleges here, and I'm going to show her a little bit about Photoshop as well as Bridge. Now, Shay is really bright, but she's not bright enough to pick a good picture. She picked that picture, and I'm picking this picture. All right, so with that said, you got anything to say? I think not. All right, and with that said, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the picture that I chose, which is this picture. And this is a model named Ricky. She's also a makeup artist as well. And in this segment, we're going to show you guys how to use levels. We're going to show you how to use levels to improve the look of your picture. This picture, I intentionally shot it a little dark. That's what I'm going to say. I intentionally shot it a little dark. Not that I made a mistake, which I never do, but I'm going to say I intentionally shot it a little dark. And what I do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the background, and I'm going to right click on the background here and then click duplicate layers. Shay, would you like to know why I right clicked on that and then clicked on duplicate layer?
Of course I would.
Alright, I did that because I want to create a duplicate of that background, and I'm going to call that background heal. Shay, do you know why I call that background layer, that duplicate layer, heal?
No. I guess to identify it as the other one because it's going to be duplicated.
Nothing like the college education system, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're going to call this layer heal because we're going to use this layer to correct all the flaws that she has on her face. So we're going to click OK on that, and now we're going to create another layer over, and basically I always create a heal layer above it, so that's the layer I normally use to correct the face, which I'll show you in a different video later. Alright, we're going to click this. Let's see, you may not be able to see it. Let's see if I can. And her cell phone goes off in the middle of my video, but I'm not going to say anything about that. We're going to expand this out just a little bit so you can we're going to actually take it in a little bit so you can see whenever I click heal. Alright, so I'm going to click this button right here, and I'm going to click levels. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's going to give me a level on the actual picture, and a level, all that is the levels make the picture pop as far as what I think it does. I think it makes the pictures just brighter, more vibrant, more than straight out the camera. Of course, the textbook definition says the levels command corrects tonal ranges and color balance issues. So, just giving you guys the good textbook definition and what I use it for, because just like most of the programs in Photoshop, they have multiple uses, multiple ways of using it. So what I'm going to do with this particular picture is I'm going to raise the brightness of it just by dragging the center arrow over just a little bit. Notice her eyes are getting brighter, she's getting brighter, everything's looking very nice. And I eyeball it, so it's a little too bright. But what I normally do is I brighten it just a little more than what I need to, and then I'll pull back the opacity on it just to give it a little bit more control, give it a little bit more natural skin tone back. So,
I said, is that it? After you lighten it?
no, that's not it. Alright, after I lighten it, what I normally do is I click here, and then I click here on the layers mask, and I go in and I add some darkness back to certain areas, because certain areas I like to be a little bit darker. You understand that, Shay? Uh-huh. Alright, and then what I do is increase the size of the brush, and I do that by pushing the right bracket button, and then I make sure I select the opposite color that's in the mask, which is black, and then I fill it in with I'm actually removing the levels layer from
Mhm.
here. I know what you guys are thinking, genius. I can feel you thinking it, but I'm not genius. I'm just a regular guy who knows a lot about Photoshop. You can contradict me and say genius if you want to, Shay. I still didn't hear genius, but I'm gonna let that go. All right, and we're gonna left bracket, and I'm gonna knock this down just a little bit.
That's so cool, Chris. So cool.
Exactly. She is a bright student. And this is just real quick. Normally, if I was doing it in real life, I would actually be doing it a little bit slower, a little bit more carefuler. Carefuler is a word. Isn't it a word? She's in college. She knows.
More careful.
Oh my God. Did she just correct me? I think she did.
Okay, alright.
Alright. And so just like that. And just to show you guys what it looks like before I did the curves
Oh
layer
yes.
adjustment.
Oh yes. Definitely need to see that.
I click here, and actually what I did was I clicked Alt, then I clicked the eye.
That is amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? Then I clicked the eye again to before and after. Before, after, before, after, before, after.
You make people's pictures look so perfect.
Exactly. Again, guys, this is Chris Porter and what's her name?
Shay.
Shay. Exactly. She's so lovely. Don't we agree? With uSuckAtPhotography.com. Later.